Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the first time this season. Almost a playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Panthers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Evans comes in motion right. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run again with Blount. They find some open field here. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Looking to throw. Wyatt finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Off the bootleg. Wyatt. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
On second down, McCaffrey down to the 30 after a gain of 3. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And now it's second and goal. On the run, Abdullah. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal, so, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football, but, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw on second down. Wyatt flush to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Third down. Wyatt. He's got Evans. That goes for a gain of 31. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second down following the run.
Watching that, Marty. Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now with the play clock winding down, Vance Joseph says, let's talk this over. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. In motion right is Evans. And now here's a carry heading left. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. From the gun on third down. Wyatt airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now Evans in motion left. Now they try the right side here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a carry for Blunt. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wyatt. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
No, Jack, Patriot! Patriot! Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go!
Back to throw. Wyatt. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Jack, Patriot! Patriot! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! No, Jack. Now let's go! No, Jack, Patriot! Patriot! Now let's go!
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
You'll be hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down, so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Hey, check it. Blue 20. Blue 20.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Here's Blunt. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Evans comes in motion right. Again, here's Blunt. And Blunt loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Wyatt toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Off the bootleg. Wyatt. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep him out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force him into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19!
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Detroit!
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now this time he'll look to throw. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
His throw incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This is McCaffrey on the give. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. He'll drop to throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And it's up through the goalpost. It's 17-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
Now a handoff looking right. No gain on the play there. Second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Off play action. Wyatt forced out to his left. Room here to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now they try the right side here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but It's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Looking to throw. It's caught right side. It turns. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
It's caught by Treadwell. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second down now after the pass completion. A toss to Abdullah. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Panthers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll look to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw on second down. Wyatt under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Geno Atkins breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Wyatt fighting this. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Geno Atkins in there to drop him 2 plays in a row, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Panthers on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Halfback sent in motion. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Now the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
A handoff as they run the count play. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. First down. Wyatt. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sideline? Do you see the coaches signaling? All the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Hearns. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence it. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be third and a mile. And the back goes into motion. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Miles Killebrew with a pick. Fights off the defender. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And look out, I think he's going to go. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the in route. Complete. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Fresh set of downs here. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Evans, the man in motion left. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Bust through the tackle. Sheds another. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. That'll bring up second down. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick.